Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I wanted to announce my November 2016 Stamp Club. So to participate in my Stamp Club, all you need to do is have a minimum purchase of $35 in my online store. My online store can be found at theirishscrapper.stampinup.net, and I will send you the supplies free of charge to create these 3 cards. So these are the 3 cards for the month of November, and we are using the Frosted Medallions stamp set, and then I'm using a few stamp pads. So the 3 colors are Smoky Slate, Sweet Sugar Plum, and Soft Sky. So if you don't already own this stamp set and you would like to purchase it to participate in the club, this stamp set, the clear mount, which is the red rubber but not on a wood block, is $20, and then the stamp pads are $6.50 each. So you can choose. If you did purchase all 3 ink pads with the stamp set, you would hit the $35 minimum before shipping and tax, and you would automatically qualify. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will put up a hostess code on the screen as well as on my blog and description of this video. So be sure to use that and leave your contact information so that I can send you your free kit. And what the kit will look like is this. So I'll have all of the pieces already cut for you. So you can see for one of our cards here, we have the Whisper White card base, a Sweet Sugar Plum layer, a white, 2 pieces of ribbon, as well as some of the sequins that coordinate with this set. So I will have all the supplies. This is my free gift to you for making a purchase in my store to create these 3 cards. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me pull in some of my materials here. So we will start with this card first. So you can see that we're using the Smoky Slate ink as well as the Sweet Sugar Plum on this first card. So our card base is Whisper White, and this is not the thick Whisper White, it's just the regular. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Our next layer is 4 by 5 1/4, and then we have 3 3/4 by 5. So let me just grab myself a piece of scrap paper. I forgot to do that. And then I'd also like to mention, when you receive your free card kit from me, this video will be available for you to come back to create your card, so you don't need to worry about that. I'll also include a free full color PDF in your kit with the dimensions and the products used in case you'd like to make more of these on your own. Alright, so we'll start with our top layer, and I'm going to grab my Smoky Slate, and we're going to grab the big full-size medallion, and we're going to ink this up. Make sure I have that. Yeah, okay. And then I actually stamp this a little bit off in this upper corner, but not much. And then I'm just going to give that a firm press and let that ink absorb for a moment. Okay. Clean my stamp real quick. Excuse my arm. And now we will get our Sweet Sugar Plum out, and I'm going to use the smaller medallion on this one. So we'll ink this up in the Sweet Sugar Plum. Okay, and then same thing, I'm going to stamp off on this side. Okay, and then we're going to ink that up one more time. And then I'm going to come in, and I just want to catch the corner on the left-hand side. Let's just give that a nice hold. There we go. Okay. I'm cleaning those because we're going to use those again on our other projects. Okay. So now, let me pull this aside for a moment. We can go ahead and bring in the piece of Sugar Plum glitter ribbon. This is actually a combo pack, so this comes in the silver and the sweet sugar plum. And I've given you enough to wrap this around your card. And then I think I'll just use a piece of Scotch tape to hold this. Make sure that's straight. Looks good. Okay, so now we will take some Fast Fuse or Snail, whatever you have available. I absolutely love my Fast Fuse. If you have not tried it, you can also find that in my online store. And then we are going to layer that on, just like that. Beautiful. Okay. All right, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to use Wishing You the Happiest of Days, and I'm going to do that in the Smoky Slate. So let's ink that up. I rocked that a little bit. Okay, I just have to make sure I'm doing this right. All right, and then we're going to stamp that right there. Hopefully I didn't rock that. Looks good. Okay. Alright, and then now we can take our little piece of silver and we are going to just do a little tie knot here. Probably have to turn this for myself. Okay. Just like that. And you can move that if you want that, you know, off to the right a little bit more. You can place that wherever you want. Let me get my scissors. Then I'm just going to trim this on an angle as well. Okay, and then we have the frosted Fancy Frost sequins. And I find that these are easiest to use with glue dots. So I am going to take one of each color out here. And you can choose to place these on your card. Either way, no way is wrong. You can see they're a little bit concaved, so you can do it upright or face down, whichever side you prefer. They fit perfectly to glue dots, so I'm going to set those right on there, just like that. And then you can put them on whichever medallion you like. I'm going to put this Sugar Plum one here on our Smoky Slate, and then I'm going to grab the bluish one. And then we have more of a silver version, and we'll put that there. Okay, so see how nice that is? Beautiful. Okay, so now we'll add some adhesive to the back of this layer. Okay, and let me give myself a nice crease on my Whisper White. Okay. And then we will lay this down. Beautiful. Okay, and then I've also done some stamping on the inside. So we are going to use another sentiment out of that set that says, "This is a time of joy, a time for love and cheer, a time for making memories to last throughout the year." And then we're going to put another little medallion down in the corner. I think it just finishes off the card so beautifully. So we'll pull out that same Sweet Sugar Plum again and ink that up. That looks good. I'm just going to get off the crease of my mat here, and we're going to stamp that right in the center. Perfect. Clean that off. Alright, and then we're going to open up our smoky slate, and I'm going to bring back that scratch piece of paper because we are going to stamp off. So I have the littler medallion this time, and we're going to ink that up in the smoky slate. Center of that, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to come in from the left corner and just give that a nice press. And you'll notice with these ink colors, if you've not used these before, when you first stamp, they're a little bit darker. They'll dry a little bit lighter, and they're just gorgeous. So that completes the first card for this month. I think it's beautiful. I hope you guys like it. I love it. I love this set. It's gorgeous colors, very nice pieces that coordinate with it. Really nice. Okay, so our next card is a Happy New Year card. I know it's a little bit early for that, but you can never be too far ahead, right? So we will create this next. Our card base is Soft Sky, and that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're using the same size layers, so 4 by 5 1/4, and then 3 3/4 by 5. And for this one, it's a little bit simpler. I kind of like to do my stamp clubs and give you a little, a few different methods, you know, of cards. So I try to, you know, think about that as I'm designing them as well. And give this a nice crease. And we can take our white, and I'm just going to bring in this paper just to give me a little extra background because of I see my two mats on my desks have moved a little bit. Alright, so now we are going to bring in the Soft Sky, and we're going to bring in our big medallion again. I see I got a little piece of ribbon on here, and we're going to ink that up. It's a pretty big stamp. Okay, that looks good. And then we are going to stamp directly in the center of this layer, about there I think, and just give that a nice firm press. Let that ink absorb. Gorgeous. Okay, you guys should see my desk. It's pretty messy. I don't usually like to create like that, but I've been quite busy with projects. Alright, so now we will bring in the Sweet Sugar Plum, and we're going to bring in that Happy New Year sentiment, and we're going to ink that up, and we are going to stamp that right in the center of our medallion. Again, just give that a nice even press. Beautiful. Okay, close that up. Pull this away. And now we can adhere our layers. So let me get my fast fuse out again. You will definitely need some adhesive, of course, to create these projects, and if you don't have this stamp set, you'll want to pick that up as well. But you can choose any products in my store to meet your $35 minimum to participate. So like I said, if you already own this set, you can definitely choose something else and then come back to this video and create these when you get your kit. Okay, so now we'll put down our Sweet Sugar Plum. Come on. All right, now we're going to bring in those Fancy Frost sequins again, and you will have yours in your kit. We're going to use 2 of the Sugar Plum sequins, and this time I think I'm going to put mine, what I call face down, and we're going to put those directly to our glue dots. Whoops. And then I think I'm going to try my, maybe I'll just try my piercer to pick this up. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to lay those right there on the front of our card. Right in the center. Okay. And then same thing with this one. I've also done some stamping on the inside. So we're going to use that little medallion and we're going to stamp it in the Soft Sky. So Soft Sky onto Soft Sky. Let me pull that out. Come off that crease. Okay. And then we're going to ink that up. Looks good. Make sure I'm straight here. We're going to stamp this in the center of our card. Just give that a nice press. Clean that off. And then we're going to use another sentiment from this set that says, "The best is yet to come." And we're going to stamp that in the Sweet Sugar Plum right across our medallion. Just hold that for a moment. Perfect. All right. So that is 2 of this month's cards done. Another beautiful one. I love these colors together. This one has been so fun creating. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so now for our final card, we are using the same colors, but we're going to bring in some of the Fancy Frost Designer Series. It is the Fancy Frost Specialty Designer Series paper. So I know it's hard to tell, but if I bring this up closer, you can see this white is already embossed. So it comes in different designs. So you might not have this particular one in your kit, but you will have one of these layers from that set of paper. Alright, so let me bring in my pieces here. So our card base is going to be the Sweet Sugar Plum, and again 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. I have that piece of Fancy Frost Designer Series paper, and that is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a scrap piece of Soft Sky that we're going to cut the circles out of. So I will have this already pre-cut for you in your kit. So you'll get a scalloped circle out of Soft Sky, and then you will get a white circle from Whisper White, and we're going to stamp onto that. Okay, so let me first adhere this down. And since this is, you know, embossed, I'm going to put adhesive all the way around. Put some in the center too. Okay. And then we will line that up. This paper is very versatile, so because it is embossed, you can do some sponging to give that a little bit of color. It's very fun. You can find that in the holiday catalog. Okay, so let me bring in the Big Shot so that we can cut our pieces. So I have my magnetic platform there. I have my one cutting plate. I'm going to take that piece of Soft Sky and my large scallop circle, and we will cut that. Okay, so we'll set that aside. And then we will bring in a piece of Whisper White. And we are going to cut our regular circle out here. Alright, so let me set our big shot out of our way. Okay, and then I'm going to bring back in my scratch piece of paper. When I was designing this card, I had actually stamped the large medallion first onto the Whisper White and then cut it with the circle. But since I'll be cutting these for you and including them in your kit, we will do it this way. It'll work fine either way. So we're going to bring back that big medallion and the sugar plum, sweet sugar plum. And we're going to ink this up. Okay, and then we are just going to stamp right over that. And just give that a nice, firm press. Let me close this up. Okay, see? Beautiful. Alright, so let me set this aside. We'll give that a moment to dry. Clean off that stamp. Okay, and then we're going to layer that onto our soft sky, just like this. So I'm going to bring my fast fuse back for that. Okay. All right. And then we have a little bit more stamping to do. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White. I think this is about a 1/2 inch. Oops, let me see. Yeah, that's a 1/2 inch. We're going to stamp that sentiment, wishing you the happiest of days, in the sweet sugar plum. So we'll ink this up again. There we go. Okay. Oops, and I need to come this way. Let me set my... We're going to give ourselves a little bit of room because we're going to flag those edges. Perfect. Okay, let me just come in with my scissors. I'm going to trim that about here. And then we're just going to flag this. So we're going to cut up the center and in from the side. Okay, just like that. And let's turn it around. All right, beautiful. Okay, and then let me just cut myself another piece. I must have already put my piece into the kit. So let's see, just trim myself a piece, and I'll tell you, this is about, let's see, it's about 4 3/4 long. So what we are going to do is we are going to put this onto the center of our card with some dimensionals. We're going to layer this right in, let's see, to the center of our card, just like that. And then we're going to put a little bit of Fast Fuse Snail, whatever you have, on about half of this banner. So I'm purposely going off of it because you will see here, you pull that up, and then I'm just going to roll that back so it's not on the front of my image or my desk. And then that's going to allow me to put this down on top of the Sweet Sugar Plum ribbon. Okay, just like that. And then from this point you can decide, you know, how much you want sticking off. I think I'll just trim this up a little bit to give us a nice cut on our edges. Okay, that side's a little bit shorter, so let me trim this again. Okay, let me get that over to the side. Okay, and then that's what we are going to use to layer onto the front. So now we can add more adhesive. That ribbon, when you trim it, kind of frays a little bit. And then that will go right here on the front of our card. Isn't that pretty? All right. So that completes the third card from our November Stamp Club. I absolutely love these. I so hope you guys do too, and I love creating and designing cards for you guys, and I'm so appreciative of all of the purchases in my online store. No matter the size of the order, this is my free gift to you. So again, to participate in Stamp Club, all you need is a $35 minimum purchase in my online store. You can fulfill that by purchasing the Frosted Medallions stamp set, as well as the 3 colors we used today, Sweet Sugar Plum, Smoky Slate, and Soft Sky. And then I will send you out your free card kit, which includes the supplies to create these 3 cards. If you do have any questions, please let me know. You can email me or leave me a comment. And I look forward to being back with you guys very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.